But for a Cholo, it was different. My first car was like an 87 Monte Carlo. And Georgie's mom, my oldest son Georgie, her uncle, they all were mechanics rebuilding lowrider cars. So I had a primer, Joey. Oh, it had the luxury edition headlights. You know, I was a Cholo back then. It was,
Did your car bounce?
nah. I was
No
fucking
hydraulics,
like that.
nothing
Now,
like
I
that?
only had it for like 8 months because the fuel exhaust was too fucked up and I didn't really know about that shit. And my girl was like, I'm getting fucking headaches sitting in this car.
But my comedy car had the exhaust.
Yeah.
I had to pull over and take a nap every hour on the hour. I'd write a suicide note. I was like, Brody, I was all fucked up. I had to drive one night from Northern Oregon to Seattle. It was a 4-hour drive.
In that?
It took me 9 hours. That was a terrible. It's the reason why I drive a Subaru today is because it's the best car I could drive for the money. Mm-hmm. And number two,
It's safe too, right?
it's real safe. I know what I do to cars.
I got you.
What I did to cars from 1979 to 1990 was just absurd.
Not even putting oil, not giving a fuck.
I took care of them because I paid for the cars. But the dents,
Oh, okay.
the crashes, the
Yeah.
blown up, the blown up fucking, the thing that spins,
Timing belt?
timing belt.
Yeah.
I blew up cars, 20 that I remember, and there's got to be another 10 that I don't
Jesus,
remember.
I get in cars with you all the time.
I had the worst luck with cars. I had a car light on fire by itself.
Yeah, one of my cars lit on fire
The
too.
first car I broke, the engine blew. Another time I had a van that got caught in electrical wire on the street. Only that could happen to an idiot like me. When it snows in New Jersey, you lose the traction. And I wanted to make a U-turn on the hill.
Oh,
And the fucking bumper of the car got caught in the electrical wires. The reason why I'm still alive is through the grace of God. And you know me with the radio blasting, trying to pull, and the tires and fires coming.
Yeah.
And dog, I went on. I'm like, holy shit! Thank God there's 3 kids coming by, and I had like $4 in my pocket, and they helped me take it out, pull the van back, and undo that. That van, I think, blew up somewhere. You know how many people I worked for gave me cars, and their cars were great. Like
And
nothing.
then you just dug
Until
them
I
out.
got there.
Like
Until
a
I got-
hoe.
My foot is the size 13, and
Oh,
it's heavy.
shit.
I'll never forget. I worked for a car dealer. I worked for 2 car dealerships back to back that I had to quit because I blew up their cars.
No way, just
was
for
a
driving
used-
them home?
There was a used car lot that I took the car to Wyoming in the snow, dog. I worked for these people just for the car.
Yeah,
One of
so
these
you just
Mexican
worked to
dudes.
get the hustle to take the car.
They loved me because I speak Spanish and I would sell cars. And I told them, for me to work, I got to get a car that could just drive to work, back and forth. I ain't taking no bus. And they were cool with me. First car they gave me had its own problem. They gave me like 4 cars in 2 months. And the last car I took to Wyoming on the way back, that motherfucker was smoking.
what are you doing to these? How did this happen?
I barely made it to work Monday.
Oh my god!
And I could feel like the needle was on fire. And
Yeah.
shit. And when I got there, I touched the hood and my hand almost burned. And it was snowing. It was 20 below zero or something.
That's what saved the car.
And I pulled up and I just left it there. And I said, I walked in, I go, guys, I got that big comedy break. They're like, what are you talking about? I go, HBO called. In fact, I'm on a plane right now. Good luck. Thank you. I'm going to use you as a reference. They're like, thank you, man. Where's the key? I go, did you fill it up? Yeah. And I pulled off. Like 20 minutes later, my page was going off. Come back. What'd you do to this fucking car? So I was blown. Then I went to work at a Jeep Eagle place. And I took-
Imagine when they went to go touch the hood, dog.
Bro, I went to work at a Jeep Eagle place. And they put me in a brand new fucking car. I went again to do comedy up in Vale or something one night. I had to sleep on the side of the street. She didn't put you up. I just pulled over to the side of the road and put the heat on. And
Comedy
slept.
clubs didn't give like features.
That wasn't a comedy club. It was a one-nighter up in the mountains.
Okay.
And they gave the feature and the headliner. They told me when I took the gig, but I still
Yeah.
took it just to be a hardhead.
Yeah.
I took the gig just to work, and I'll never forget starting the car in the morning and it was like 10 below, and I started the car and all warming, and I was running late for work, and all of a sudden I hear, and the fucking whatever, the
Oh, you're talking the serpentine belt now, that big one that goes on
big
all.
belt
Yeah.
snapped. And
Oh yeah.
I called him. I was running late, and I made up a story. And I just finally go, listen, I quit your cars and van. Like, what the fuck is it doing? I mean, I just had horrible luck when I got to Boulder. I didn't have a car. The deli zone, the dealership, the food place lent me that delivery car. They were so kind. They would close the shop at 8. I would come at 8:15. And they go, we don't want to leave the car out. Take it. And I would go do comedy with that car at night. That's how fortunate I've been.
Hell yeah.
And I would run to different places. The last night I drove that car, the lights blew out. Then I bought an Acura. I thought I was Johnny Bananas. I bought an Acura. That car is still laying somewhere on some side of the fucking road. I was going to a Denver Nugget game, and the rim broke. Jeez. So I had to go to the Wolf, Mike Kessler, give me the keys to the dealership so I could steal a car from the lot, bring it to my house, take the rims off and the tires, put it on my car, and then bring that car back with the fucked up rims.
Yeah.
Guys, I've done it all.
Oh, those are all OG crimes.
In 94, I bought a fucking... What was Toyota? Nissan.
Oh, Sentra.
It was, before
Toyota
Nissan,
Celica.
What was it before it was Nissan?
Datsun?
Datsun. It was a Datsun B210.
Yeah.
That motherfucker was tough as nail. That was my first real comedy road car.
It was reliable.
That car got me from I bought it with 150,000 miles, dog.
Whoa.
And that car was mint. That car gave me another 100,000 for a year, and hard. The only thing that happened to that car with me was the frame broke in Nebraska. That was it. And then finally in Seattle, I crashed into a car. So I was driving to the contest, and I was going uphill. And there was a dude, and I rear-ended him. And he came out, bro, I just bought this car. He had just bought it. He had just drove it off the lot.
Oh.
We exchanged numbers. I never heard from him again.
Did you give him the real number?
Yeah, I gave him the real VIN number, my insurance. I told him my insurance. I made up some insurance information.
I was going to say, did you have insurance?
Yeah, no. I had no insurance, no registration, no. I've gone through cars, Joe.
I know what you mean, dog.
So for me, like when people bust my balls, like Joe Rogan, you need a Cadillac. For what?
Yeah.
I already had a big car. Look at the right side. It got more dents up in the front than fucking...
He said he drives by sound.
I drive by sound. I got more fucking dents in my car than what's his name got in his head. And I just said, no more. I don't see the... Once you learn the real value... Listen.
You're just going to mess it up.
First of all, I don't buy cars. I lease them.
Okay.
Once my credit got back to good, I started leasing cars.
Why? What's your theory behind that?
You lease what depreciates and you own what appreciates.
I got you.
You know how much the value, you know how much garbage a car is?
It loses like 1,000 when you leave the lot, right?
As soon as you leave the lot.
More than that.
More than that, 17, 1,800. It's just a beat up thing. That's why I've always told people, if you have the means and the credit, lease, because you're renting the car.
Okay.
First of all, if you go buy a car, go over there and tell them, I want to put $5,000 down. And I want to get that car. And they'll come back to you still with a $450, $480 payment. You're just throwing away money, money after. If you take that $5,000 and take $4,000 of it and put in a CD and take that $1,000, you can lease a car and get your payment. It's lease it. It's less by the month to lease than what it is to own. When you when you own a car, you don't really own it, Chico.
Yeah.
For 5 years, the bank's got that title.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't own it when I lease either. Exactly my point.
Mm-hmm.
Abe Lincoln said, you lease what depreciates and you own what appreciates. What appreciates? A house, real estate, stocks, bonds. That always, a car just goes backwards from the time you buy it. Unless you have a Toyota or a Subaru in Colorado. Once the snow touches the ground, your car goes up in value $1,000. Toyotas and Subarus, yeah. It all depends. In the summer, you could steal a Subaru. In June, you could steal a Subaru for sticker price because it ain't snowing.
Okay.
You just tell the guy, if I don't see the sticker, I ain't buying it. They'll come out and show you. Can we make 100 over? Can we make a little profit? I'll give you 100 over sticker. I'll finance the car. Somebody else, you don't make no money on the financing. But when you own a car, you don't really own it. So now you're paying 5 years for the fucking car. And once you buy the car, now you own a car that's 75,000 miles, 100,000 miles, and you put 2 dents on it. Now you own that car. Now what did you accomplish? In 2 years, I get sick of driving the car. So every 3 years, you just pass it on. And the first time, and what you do is you go with a car family that's good to you. So you keep renting the same car.
Yeah.
And you go between 2 or 3 different models. Subaru has 4 different models. I just get a different model every 3 years and try it out.
And they don't trip on like the beams and all that shit.
No more fucking down payment. The one from the last car carries over.
Oh
All you
shit.
do is carry your keys, and if you're smart enough, the payment only goes up $5,
Okay.
$5 or $10.
Damn.
You could do that every 3 years.
I do different shit. I go to those, those auction things, and I bring my homie that's a mechanic.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
Nothing wrong with
and
that.
we go and because they let you take a look at the car, you just can't sit in it, but you can look at it. And he's just like, "All right, homie, I already know that one." Like the one I have outside, I got that for $600, 2010 Nissan Altima,
Damn.
and then I put $3,000 in a new engine, a new everything, and now that car is gonna last me 12 years, 10 years. I just
You want that car in 10 fucking years?
No, I just give it to my kids every 3 years. They get the car. Like I just keep going down every 3 years.
It's a smart thing when you have kids. I don't believe kids should get a car right off the bat.
No.
Like, I should have never got a new car off the bat. A lot of people shouldn't. You should give a kid a $400 car, let them dent it, fucking put rotten apples in there. That's why, dog, it's just something that was, like, where I came from, the neighborhood I came from, there was no driving nice cars. That always gets attention. I'm not a drug dealer.
Yeah.
And I still don't want the attention.
Well, my neighborhood, we were cholo, so it was like fix up an old ass car and make it look good.
Which is also a fucking crazy. Like, I had friends that would buy, like, a Mustang.
Yeah. Okay. In Jersey, they don't have lowriders, huh?
No,
And huh?
not too many.
The Italians would have tripped.
Yeah, they would have tripped. Unless it's something colorful or something like that. But we weren't big into that. Like, the kids I grew up with weren't into cars.
It's a California thing, huh?
Well, the weather out there destroys cars too because they put salt on the road.
Oh yeah.
So the cars get rusty, all that shit. Like, that's big. If a car has rust, that panel's pretty much done. You could spray paint and put that Rust-Oleum and
that ain't gonna
finish
shit.
it up. It'll kill time. It'll buy it time. But once rust gets into that metal, you have to keep buffing it down and buff that.
It's like
rust down.
psoriasis and shit.
Yeah. It's like psoriasis. How do you get in some of these pants?
Me?
When you really want somebody, how do you get in some of these pants? Anybody.
Well,
You know how you get in some of these pants when you really want them? You leave them alone.
or reject them a little.
Nobody could figure it out. When you're hot on somebody for 2 months and one night you're like, I'm done with this bitch. You go to a strip club and you bother the same bitch every night for 2 months.
She's
and
not
she
interested.
tells you she's got a boyfriend or whatever, and then you go in there and you pull out the baddest bitch for $800 or $1,000, whatever she wants. Next night when you come back, that stripper's gonna be pissed off at you. There's just something about women and men that drives us crazy when we
Rejection.
get shut down. Comics have the same. I used to study comics at the store. When a comic is big time and he's holding court, he's not concerned about the 6 people that are holding court. He's concerned about the one guy standing in the corner not listening to him.
Always.
Okay? He's not pissed off about the 7 people there. He's not concerned about them. He's got them.
Yeah.
I've seen stars go up to the store. I've been sitting in the lot just smoking pot watching. And I would watch the so-called stars, holding court. But certain comics not even giving a fuck that they were there. And you could see it was driving them crazy.
It's human nature.
It's human nature.
To want the one that's not paying attention.
Not paying attention to you.
I do this sometimes. Like, I was at a party one night and there was a guy I was into, and all the girls were kind of into this guy. Like, everybody was trying with him. And I talked to him for a few minutes. And then I just went in an empty room at this party and I sat down on a couch and I just started watching TV. Like, I literally just did my own
Done.
thing.
I come over to you.
15 minutes later, he came in the room, hung
it.
out with me the rest of the night. And it was just because I was the one that wasn't trying.
Done.
That's it.
That's it.
Yeah. I felt like I
We
won.
were talking about it yesterday, that how my reaction is to women. This is why if something come up, it's bullshit, because I need to break your balls. Like, I've had like in Boulder one time I was on a date. And I had met this girl, it wasn't like an online date. I knew her, and we went out to eat or something. And I didn't know, like, you ever see that movie Blind Date? Before they took it, it's an old movie from '87. It's hilarious. Bruce Willis and Kim Basinger.
No, I know.
This is when Kim Basinger really didn't know what she wanted to do. She was making all these movies with these good-looking leading men. And she did this movie with Bruce Willis, and they told him specifically not to give her booze.
To give her, booze.
There were some people that you cannot give booze to. And before I took this girl out with my demented mind, her friend pulled me aside and go, whatever you do not give her alcohol. And in my demented male mind,
You're like, hell yeah, I'm giving
that's
her.
the first thing I'm doing.
No way.
Yeah. So the first place I took her was for a shot. And once she had the first shot, she lost it. And she started having more shots and getting louder. And now I'm like, what am I going to do with this girl? So I figured, let me take her back to the bar where her girlfriends work so she could calm down. Now, by no means, I do not want anybody to get me wrong. I wanted to fuck this girl more than anything in the world. She was beautiful.
Yeah.
I can't even believe she was on a date with me. I was just starting to do comedy, and she had a beautiful ensemble. And we pulled up at the parking lot. She's going crazy in the car, like singing loud. Like Lee would have had a couple of weeks ago, a girl came over to Lee's house, was talking about ayahuasca and all this shit, and Lee almost dialed 911 on it because I can't handle that shit either.
Yeah.
I don't drink. So a drunk woman gets on my last fucking
Me
nerve.
too. I hate drunk people.
There's two types of drunk women. There's drunk women that are a pain in the ass, and there's drunk women that are fun.
Yeah.
At least this girl
was fun.
She was making me laugh. But as we pulled up, she turned around, looked at me, and she goes, "This is a perfect place for us to fuck." And she took her shirt and she just ripped her clothes off. That was her freak. She liked when you ripped her clothes off.
Yeah, well, who does?
She ripped her clothes off.
In the car?
In the car, ripped her skirt off, and here we are in the parking lot banging. And I'm like out of water. Like, she fucked the shit on me in the car. I got to walk into this bar, like, with pussy on my breath and shit.
Oh!
And I'm like, and they're like, where is whatever her name was? And I'm like, she's out in the car. I couldn't tell her she couldn't come in because her rip was shredded.
Oh, her clothes are gone.
Her clothes were shredded. Yeah. She was sitting in the car with like a blanket on, waiting for me to bring her like a fucking vodka tonic. So I came out, I brought her a vodka tonic.
Holy shit.
We finished fucking in the car. We went back to my place. I gave her like sweatpants and a shirt now. She was adopted. And her real brother was visiting her from out of town, and her brother knew the type of freak she was. And when I dropped her off, she had her clothes. How? When I dropped her off, she had her clothes in her hand in a bundle with her heels. Like she had ripped off her top.
Wait, what did you give her to wear? A shirt or something?
I took her back to my house and gave her like sweatpants.
Oh my God.
She was tiny. She was a tiny chick.
Yeah.
So I had like fine clothes from other chicks like that I had, like a surplus over the years. You have like, you keep like a pair of panties or something.
Yeah.
So I dressed her up and I remember taking her home. And I'll never forget, she was in. Like, she loved it that I attacked her and that she ripped her clothes off. She kept telling me, rip my skirt. And I was like, I can't. And then we kept dating and she would tell me, rip my clothes off, just don't rip the bra because they're $40. Rip everything else off. She would have like dollar store panties and I would have to rip them off.
Oh, my God.
So, but I don't even know the point we're getting to here. When she first told me, when she turned to me, Kate, and said, "So, are we gonna fuck?" Kate, every piece of energy left my body. Like I was ready. If I could have, I would have pressed the button. You know how the early James Bond car, you would shoot out of the car? Like I would have shot out of the car.
Oh.
Because I'm the type of guy, I have to tell you, Kate, you're looking good. Let's see what that pussy tastes like. If you bring it upon me, there's guys that fold.
Huh.
Have you ever met a guy where you were aggressive with him and he kind of folded a little bit?
Kind of.
Yes.
Kind of.
I'm one of those fucking fags. I'll fold under fucking questioning.
It's happened to me before where I'll go out with a guy. Okay, this drives me insane. If you want to get a girl to fuck you, here is a great way to do it. It's happened to me a couple times that I'll go on a couple dates with a guy and I'll be into him. But I'll hold back on fucking him because I don't want to do it too soon because I like him, right? Or I'm trying to set some precedent like, oh, I want to actually date him. And a couple times, if I don't fuck him by like date 3 or 4, they kind of disappear. And if I like them, then I start to try to use the sex to lure them back in. I haven't done this in a while, but there's one guy in particular. I literally, the last night we hung out, we were like almost hooked up, but we didn't. And I was like, next time, for sure, we're fucking. And then the guy never took me out again. And I would text him every once in a while. Like, I would send him a hot photo. I'd be like, I'm in your neighborhood. Let's get naked. I eventually just went straight to let's fuck. Like, I was just throwing it out there because I was, once someone won't sleep with me, but I've had a taste, I want it. I want it. I can't help it. I'm
and
like
especially when they pull back.
Yes.
Or especially when they go, you know what, I'm going to pass on Kate.
Yeah. Because I'm like, why? What happened? And then it makes me go a little nutty because I'm like trying to figure out, why doesn't he want to fuck me? And then, of course, like the arrogant part of my brain is like, he's gay. Like, that's my first go-to. I'm like, he's got to be gay. Why won't he fuck me? Or he has a girlfriend. But it's happened to me 3 or 4 times. If I don't fuck them by date 3 or 4, they don't try. And then once you throw it out there, you send a naked photo, you try too hard, they're out.
They're out. Some guys cannot be, and a lot of guys listening to this going, yeah, Joe, you don't know what you're talking. I'm telling you, I've had friends that have told me the same situations. I had a friend that, I have a dear friend that I still talk to. And when we were kids, I was living in Colorado and went home. And one night he goes, I want you to meet me at this bar. I want you to meet me to my new girlfriend. And her name was Karen. But after years, we started calling her Crazy Karen. She was the real deal. And this was like maybe their 4th date or their 5th date. And he got up to go to the bathroom. And she looked me straight in the face. And she goes, so what do I got to do to get your friend to fuck me? And I was like at a bar. I was 21. I didn't know how to react. I go, what are you talking about? And she goes, I've done everything I can for your friend to fuck me. Is he gay? Are you his gay lover? And she was from Jersey. She was like, are you a faggot? Is he a faggot with you? And he walked back right into the conversation. And he goes, what's going on? I'm like, no, we're just talking. He goes, no, tell him. What's the deal? You ever going to fuck me? And he fucking turned pale. And he was like, what type of fucking woman are you? Like, I was in shock. And then they ended up dating for years. And they fell in love. And yeah. But after that, she was Crazy Karen.
So it worked, though.
See, but like that's my dream. Like I was always like, when you said that, like, if you like someone, the way to get them is to not pay attention to them. I didn't get that memo.
You have to figure it out.
I did now, but it's true. I've been single like 10 months, and when I don't return a call, or if I like have to cancel because I have a podcast, or I'd rather do an open mic, they call it like all they want to do is come over. And I was nice for 28 years, 29 years, and it got me nowhere. And like it's so that annoyed me. But then it also, I would love, like, it's crazy that you don't like when girls are aggressive. That's what I need.
No,
I would love that.
Oh, you need a girl to smack you in the face.
I don't want anyone to smack me.
I need to smack you in the face.
I like when they like.
On you.
Sometimes I feel like a pervert because as guys, you always have to be the one to initiate.
You do not.
Well,
but once the girl initiates,
in my past,
I don't know. I like the guy to kind of like manhandle me a little. But every once in a while, it's fun to dominate a guy. Every now and then. I don't want to be
dominated, but just to.
You need to get dominated. You need all these things.
Every once in a while.
You need Kate to smack you open-handed in the face like Khabib did to Conor McGregor in the 3rd round. Just bitch slap you and call you a faggot. Eat my pussy, you little fucking faggot.
You know,
and you're like, fuck you. Don't call me a faggot. I'm not a faggot.
You need a girl to throw you down and just sit on your face.
Then she backhands you with like a glove. Eat my pussy, you fucking little Jew faggot. And you're like, don't call me a Jew. You're anti-Semitic and all this shit.
Wait, Lee, do you eat ass?
No, not a chance.
I love the whole layout of movies. I like that movies have a schedule and a wrap date, and then it's over, so you can see. Like, I love the finality of a movie schedule. I love the storytelling aspect of it. I just like it more.
Before you got here, Lee and I were talking about scheduling. I have a big problem with comedy scheduling anymore. I have a big problem with comedy touring in this town and how it ends. I have a big fucking problem with it. I always have. I do not, as a comic, in my opinion, ever start comedy to be on the road 50 fucking weeks a year. I do not at all. Not 40, not
You
30.
had this perspective though.
Since day one.
Yeah.
I did
10
not
years
like
ago.
it. I did not like it. If you live in fucking Hollywood, we live in Hollywood for a reason.
I
Let me
agree.
tell you what the reason is, okay? The reason is, do I want the Joey Diaz show? At the end of the day, if you really sit here and think about it, Tom Segura, I know you sold the show last year and I sold the show,
Yeah.
but in hindsight, I don't want a fucking show, okay? And neither do you. You know why? Because it sucks the blood out of you and turns you into a vampire. Now, if Chicha Bastich had a show and he wants to make me a janitor and he guarantees me 6 episodes out of 10 episodes, I cancel 10 weeks of comedy work. And for 10 weeks, I shoot that TV show. I do my podcast and I work out at the store. Mm-hmm. When that show wraps, I go on the road. Fresh. You go fresh. You do that for a year or 2. This is the way it got when I got here. When I got here, it was completely different than what it is now. Then you did your 10 episodes again, and guess what? Somebody offered you a movie.
Yeah.
So now somebody called you and said, from April 8th to May 6th, we shoot this movie. We really don't have the dates. Cancel comedy.
Yeah.
It's off the fucking plate. Do not bother me. Do not talk to me. We have nothing to talk about. So now, instead of you working constantly year-round, because where do you work out your material for a Netflix special? On the road.
Yeah.
So now they get to see it again. That doesn't make sense to me.
No.
That doesn't make sense to me. That I turn on your Netflix special and I know 20 out of the 45 minutes that you're saying. Doesn't make sense to me. Never made sense to me. I want to see your special and go, oh, I've never heard this from top to fucking bottom. He said that when I saw him a couple weeks ago in Cleveland.
Yeah.
I don't want that. I don't want that. I'd rather do those and then wrap yourself around 3 weeks in clubs that nobody will fucking see yet, that they don't matter. I don't want to say what cities so nobody gets insulted. And then you shoot your fucking special. And then after you shoot your fucking special, you go on the TV show for 10 weeks and put the pen back on it. Get the fucking feather with the chicken blood out. And now it all balances out. And at the end of the year, we're not burnt out on the stand-up. You're not burnt out on the movie. Because when you wrap a movie, you're like, thank God this is over.
Yeah, yeah. that's
Okay?
true.
I don't give a fuck if you're working with Olivier. After 6 weeks of long days and driving and whatever, you know, it
Ready.
gets fucking sick of it.
Yeah.
TV, I'm shooting a movie in New York. And you just said the magic words.
Yeah.
I don't mean to insult nobody. Big difference between a set in L.A. and a set in New York. Big difference. You eliminate the cunty aspect. There's no managers or agents on that set.
No.
The set I'm working on now,
Yeah.
they don't give a fuck if you're Olivier. You ain't getting on there. Okay? So it's just a director-writer situation with producers. And they work in New York. Nobody stops and says, Time, when you did that line, it was so brilliant. There's none of that shit.
Nothing.
You just shoot.
Go.
The last 2 or 3 things I've shot have been television. And I got to be honest with you, and I'm not sounding like I'm trying to be as honest with the audience and with you as I can. On the ride home, I wanted to put a gun to my throat with TV.
Yeah.
TV is something that we don't want. It's sold to us. They sell us a number. They tell us what you're going to make per episode. Our dick gets hard. And by the 3rd week, you're losing your mind.
Yeah.
Because you have a college kid telling you what's funny. Bitch, did you do Philadelphia with Bill Burr that time when I was getting thrown bagels at? No.
Yeah.
Then shut your fucking mouth. Fuck you and your Saturday Night Live watching fucking cunty faggot ass. Okay? Fuck you with your Mad TV and all that. When I was a Phi Beta, I watched Saturday Night Live. That's not funny, and that's what you're weaned on. We're bringing the heat. Why do you think Chappelle canceled the Chappelle show? You think he canceled because he was on crack? No. Because eventually you get sick and tired of people who don't know your craft
Telling you
about your fucking craft.
That's the worst.
Okay?
Yeah.
When you do TV, after the 3rd episode, they're selling you shit that you've never even heard of. But I have 2 kids. Yeah, but we want you to have a boy and a girl, and the one kid's missing an eye, and the other kid's a fucking tranny. And you're like, I didn't want that. That's not what Tom Segura is about. That's why we have a hard time with TV.
Yeah.
That's why. This movie I'm working on, I'm loving it right now. And that was a schedule I was brought up on.
Yeah, I like it.
But to live in L.A., look at where those comics are. They're dead.
You know what I'm thinking of doing? The only thing that really sucks about feature business movies is like the business of it is horrible. Like trying to get something going is like a fucking
For yourself.
Yes.
Like to make a Tom Segura movie.
Fucking, it's
Tom,
the worst.
I got bad news for you and I
Yeah.
got good news for you.
Yeah.
That's all great and dandy, and we try.
Yeah, yeah.
And look, we all want to sell a show and be like Louis C.K. You get to edit it and cut it myself, and I'll do all that shit. You know what the chances are on that?
Yeah.
That's 6 dudes they do that with. And they got to be in love with you. And those are the people. I mean, Louis C.K. was a funny guy that got that privilege. The privilege they give to those people are the unfunny ones.
Yeah.
You know, like I said, all I want to do at this point in my life, you got a recurring job for me on a show.
Be
When
great.
I come in, a janitor, a neighbor that comes in with underwear on. I hit your wife in the face with a dick. And you go home.
Nice show.
You go home. You go home and it has nothing to do with you.
Yeah.
You move on from show to show. And over the year, look at these people that are worthless. Look at there's a new show on Fox. Why don't you just canceled 3 shows?
Yeah.
You've just been on 3 shows. That
Dude,
have been
shows
canceled.
aren't the same anymore, though.
They're garbage.
They don't mean anything.
They don't mean
anymore.
anything. Did you see how many shows they cut yesterday?
All the time, man. Every week.
No, Variety cut. Yesterday I saw on Variety on Twitter. They must have cut 30 shows.
And you know what the other crazy thing is? You used to not. There used to be no such thing as somebody being like, "Yeah, I'm on this show." You would go like, "What show?" They say the name of the show. You'd be like, "Oh, I know that show." Dude, now people say shows. I'm like, "What's that?" And they're like, "That's in its 6th season." I'm like, "I've never heard of that show."
TV doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You know, when I got the longest shot, I realized that TV didn't matter. People would tell me they don't want to talk to people on TV. They want to talk to people who are in the movies.
Yeah.
I believe in one thing in stand-up comedy. First of all, I like being fresh when I do stand-up comedy.
Yeah, not
I
burned
really
out.
love being fresh. I really love wanting to go out there and hug the people after the show. Once you don't want to hug the people after the show, take pictures of them, don't do it. You don't really want to do this, you know. I'm not saying every weekend, but I'm saying I don't want it to be. I believe in what Winston Churchill says, you know, when you go from area to area with excellence. I like podcasting because I don't have to go out that extra week a month. I like movies because then like that, you get to do several different things and you're fresh for all of them. If you told me right now, Joey, I picked up a show for 10 weeks, I'm definitely writing into 6. I'm mentally prepared for that. And I'm excited for that. I'm excited to drive to Fox. I know where I'm going to eat bagels. I know where I'm going to do jiu-jitsu on the days we work late. I know where I can kickbox. I have a friend that lives, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you turn it into your life. I don't want to shoot a Fox show if my agents are calling me saying, why don't you book a Friday that week? Because I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what's going to happen. Let's not book anything so we can avoid the drama, so we know where we are for 10 weeks. That was all I ever wanted. I want this to be broken up. I do not want to be on the road for it. Rogan didn't go on the road, all that shit. Rogan goes on the road when he wants to.
He does it
Because he's got a vault downstairs.
Yeah, he's
Because
got
he
it.
did it the right way. He did 2 shows.
He's got it like really down work wise. He really only works where he wants to work when he wants to do it.
There's a big difference between being hot and then one day you go cold, like the names we spoke about before the show.
Yeah.
And now you got to go out there to keep the lights on.
Yeah, that's terrible.
Guys, that's a grind. Yeah. The guys you see on tugboats now, what do you call the ship?
Cruise
comics?
ships.
Cruise ships, those tugboats, they're ready to hang them. There's going to be a bunch of Brodies the next couple of years in those tugboats. Every weekend they're going to come back with a new Brody. We're going to be having celebrations on ships for fucking years because you could just take so much of that.
The cruise
When
ship.
you walk out of your room and you see 3 people, you just that's the Brody fucking. That's like that Scientology boat.
Yeah.
That got banked last week because of the measles. Those poor motherfuckers. That ship shit. Can you imagine? That's how, you know how fortunate we are? Bro, every time my feet touch the ground in the morning while I'm pissing, I'm thanking God.
Do you really?
I swear to God.
That gratitude shit is actually very
Every day.
effective.
Every day. First of all, I'm not on a cruise ship.
Yeah.
I'm not going to Long Beach and get on a ship. Hey, with a bunch of mortadels. Who goes on a cruise ship? You ever go on a cruise ship?
I've been on it. I don't like it.
No. Yeah, I've been on it one time, the cruise to nowhere.
My parents like it.
Yeah, please sit them down and talk to them. Give them an envelope.
I've tried to.
Say the next time you go on a cruise ship, I'll get a 6'4" black guy to throw you off. I swear to God, right there in Curacao, they'll never find your body.
I hate it.
Blame
I don't
on
like it at
Pablo
all, man.
Escobar.
I don't like it.
You get the measles, everybody gets the measles. You get VD, everybody gets VD. And if that ship goes down, there ain't no Leonardo DiCaprio.
No.
There ain't no Leonardo DiCaprio. There ain't no chubby chick.
You're
What's her name?
fucked.
Kate Winslet. She's hotter than fuck though. That pussy, that movie with her pussy out.
Yeah.
With Harvey Keitel, she shows her pussy. She got a beautiful fucking pussy. Most of the good-looking chicks got that ugly tuck under pussy. You ever see that?